infrastructure, what's the likelihood that service would ultimately be routed over the ICS, assuming that it stops right there, which is what is covered under the current legislation? If it stops there, what is the likelihood that Amtrak would actually
a couple of important points. I mean, first off, that should there be a delay in constructing the first operable segment, we very easily could use this completed segment for operation of San Joaquins. And it's important to note that that is the fifth most utilized, most heavily used route on the Amtrak system. That region is home to almost 6 million people. The Central Valley, people are calling it nowhere. If taken alone, it would be larger than 2/3 of the states in our nation. So this isn't nowhere. It's an area that has significant population, and that segment most assuredly would be used.
And just to be clear, the construction segment is the $5.2 billion segment, which is covered under the $3.6 billion from the stimulus dollars with additional funds coming from the state.
Right.
The operating segment, so the construction segment that we're talking about Amtrak using would be from just north of Fresno to just south of Fresno.
Yeah, again, assuming that there were some delay in completing the first operable segment, the construction segment could be put into use very, very quickly, very, very easily, and that would provide immediate utility for that segment.
It is my understanding, and Mr. Van Ark, you can clarify me if you would, but the construction segment, the $5.2 billion does not connect with Amtrak, but the operational segment, which goes from Fresno to Bakersfield, does connect. The difference being about $25 billion. One is $30 billion, the other is $5.2, so we're going to have to come up with not only the state obligation, but another $30 billion on top of that.
Mr. Chairman, the initial construction section starts close to the Y, that means north of Fresno. It's approximately 130 miles, and it stops just south of Bakersfield. So it's a 130-mile section. The initial operating section goes either to San Jose in the north, or alternatively, that would mean from Bakersfield all the way to San Jose, or from Merced all the way down to the San Fernando Valley. That would be the first initial operating section.
So the construction segment of this, the $5.2 billion, definitely would be usable for...
Easily be usable, yes, yes.
Thank you. And